Harry was just a 13-year-old. He played the new world champion. That world champion was Keith Deller, and Keith Deller has been talking about his life in the sport.
In 1983, I was a young qualifier playing in my first World Championships. I had to play the likes of Jockey Wilson, number 3 in the world, John Lowe, number 2 in the world, Eric Bristow, the number 1 in the world. By the end of the week, I was the world champion. This week, if I want to become world champion again, I have to beat Dennis Priestley, maybe number 2 in the world, Phil Taylor, number 1 in the world. That's what I'm aiming to do again this week. Tonight my game's Harry Robertson, who had a very good game against Alan Warriner, who was below par this week. In my mind, I expected to play Alan Warriner in the quarter-finals. Harry done very well, but tonight I don't think he'll have a chance against me. I always like playing, when I come out to my own music now, Things Can Only Get Deller, thanks to Sky, of course, who made that tune for me. I get a great buzz from it because I know that the crowd like it, and when I do exhibitions they sing it, and I look really forward to playing in front of the TV camera, especially when it's live, because there's no place to hide, and that's the important thing. I think over the years when we've played on other TV networks, BBC, there's highlights and they cut out the bad darts, but on Sky it's all live and you can't beat it, and I'm really up for this game tonight.
Keith Deller was a 100-to-1 chance when he won that world title in 1983. Strange things can happen. Harry Robinson started this tournament as a 200-to-1 chance. What a story that would be. Deller against Robinson then coming up. Sid Waddell and Dave Lanning will describe the action for you, but first of all, here's our MC, Phil Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Circus Tavern for the second of our quarter-final matches of the 1998 Skull World Darts Championships. Introducing a young man from Alston in Cumbria, playing in his very first World Championship. Please welcome Harry Robinson! And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, ranked number 6, former world professional darts champion. Things can only get better for Keith Deller!
They played Harry Robinson into the music from Mission Impossible, but he knows after that victory over number 3 seed Alan Warner that anything's possible for Keith Deller. Things can only get better because he missed out. He lost his last match against Mick Manning, so he knows they've got to get better if he's going to make progress. Sid, this one is a difficult one to call. Well, we've already had one absolute blinding match in the first quarter-final with Dennis Priestley and Peter Manley. A real slugging match. Let's have a look at Keith Deller's fact file. 38 years old, Ipswich his hometown. He beat Graham Stoddart, but he lost to Mick Manning, and he'll be anxious to atone for that. 9-4 on the match, 40-1 for the title.
Yeah, well, it's been a week of surprises for me. Here's Dennis Priestley saying he lacks motivation. Ho, 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 Pinocchio. And Harry standing there and told Jeff Still in bare face that he preferred rugby. So what's he doing here instead of in the scrum? I think he was kidding a bit. Genius player in his early to late teens in the Whitley area. So he's a Geordie who's transplanted to Cumbria. I think that makes him a Cody. So 3-2 to Brown, lost, but blitzed Warner. I mean, Alan Warner was almost in tears after what Harry did. And Harry's game, Keith's game, will give us all a game to remember on this, what's going to be, I think, the night of Darting Destiny. Just seen a pearler. Oh, we've got Taylor to come. We've got Harry to come, Everson and Burgess. I mean, it's a night to watch top darts and die.
Yes, the night of the long knives in the Skull World Championships. Keith Deller, who hasn't yet hit his top form. You can see that 3-dart average there. He's hit 6 maximums, but 80.56. He'll look to be upping that. Harry Robinson, as you can see, yet to hit a maximum, 78.65. He really has got to put on, 10, 12 points on that if he hits to maintain proper ambitions, optimistic ambitions of going further in this Skull Championship.
And Deller, space set like a bloke.
Thank you,
French Revolution,
the first
who was
set,
told he had
first
to
leg,
chop up the heads of the guillotine of his best 10 friends, including his family. It might be a test of temperament for Harry Robinson, and also Keith Deller. Keith sometimes tries
100
a little bit hard, who knows. Anyway, this big lad, first time ever in the World Championship here.
Well, Robinson throwing a 24-gram dart to dart, and he really does give it some welly. Keith Deller with these 20-gram, very short point, well-chalked arrows.
96.
It is going to be really a question of temperament. Robinson, remember, is new to this absolutely white-hot atmosphere. Deller's been there and seen it all before, but it
100.
has to be said, Sid, he is prone occasionally to just feel the pressure and just to blow out a bit.
Well, also very honest, Jad. Most of us Geordies, says Harry, sitting with his dad a couple of years ago watching a pairs tournament in Ayr featuring the likes of Deller and Taylor. Said at one stage, hey, oh lad, I could do better than that, or as good, and here he is.
100.
In the overall rankings on all the World Championships we've seen here, Keith Deller ranks 14 in the averages, 27.84, and with darts like this,
133.
he obviously is in a determined mood here. He wants to get off to a flyer, Sid.
Yeah, so the Geordie might have something to do here. Girlfriend or fiancée Lisa's come down from Alston to watch Harry.
32.
Double 16 for Deller for first leg. Best of 7, remember. Now double 8.
24. Harry,
Well, that gives Robinson an opportunity. Will Keith Deller have another go here? 161, yes he will. Got to come out. 57 is dart.
99.
So Deller's had 3 darts and a double, and he'll be anxious to put his finishing together.
4.
Game shown in the first leg. Keith Deller. Second leg.
Well,
Harry
let's see how
goes
Keith
first.
Deller hit
Game
that
on.
double 4 to take him 1 up. Robinson will be equally concerned about holding on to this leg with the throw.
Yeah, it's best of 7 sets. First to get 4. Wins and goes into the last 4. Deller loses the line to the 60.
54.
Well, there's a bloke with problems. Ah, Keith Deller's brother. No problems, just a joker.
100.
Well,
And that's Keith Deller's wife, and
spot the wife.
59.
you can see the different way they stand and the different way they release, and Deller following through much deeper.
And
100.
Robertson's foot more off the floor than Deller's, but like Manley earlier, it doesn't always put you off balance, but it's not encouraged by the coaches.
45.
So as I say, it's not always a big problem with your balance. Some guys I know take the back foot off the floor and it works.
140.
Oh, Robinson, you can see their back foot just leaving the floor, Deller.
55. Harry, you require 120.
Robinson really should control this leg at this point, this far ahead.
Yep.
44 remaining, and so
12.
Single 12 really should be his target.
89.
Yeah, as usual, Sky every picture of Rembrandt, every cut of Vivaldi,
93.
with a bit of Turner mixed in.
32.
So double 16 for Harry Robinson to level up the first set.
He seems to be rushing the darts a bit. Oh, yeah, he's got to lose some of this tension.
Game shot in the second leg. Harry Robinson.
So both the opening legs going with the throw, and you get the feeling, just watch Robinson crack in this double 8 to square it. Both still slightly shadow boxing. Both have now found their range. Both have taken darts to hit the winning double. They really now should start grooving.
Say both very interested in other sports. Deller's very keen Ipswich football supporter.
100.
And Harry's game, rugby. Took 5 years out of darts to do rugby.
Yes, from scoring points to throwing them, Sid. There isn't an empty seat. They're standing in the aisles. The Circus Tavern is absolutely heaving.
70.
Just look at them. It really is a great compliment to this sport of darts. We are packing them in, and it's a full house, a sellout for the rest of the week.
60.
They said this business was on the floor just 4 or 5 years ago, and we are having a champagne funeral.
100.
Right. Cordon Noir.
You can get some idea of the power that Robinson puts behind the throw. The darts are going right in to the barrel, and they're banging home. Down at a shot here. Deller should leave vest. 57 would have left what? Double top.
Harry, you require
93 to take the lead against the head. An appropriate expression for a former rugby player. 93 going.
So double 14, double 16 to go ahead. Hit the wire.
77.
Yes, we saw the wire move, so now Keith Deller with work to do to hold on to this leg where he had the darts.
20. Deller wants tops for 2-1.
Happy with that. That was a crisp finish.
Fourth leg, Harry to throw first. Game on, please.
And there is the winning double right in the middle of the segment. And Deller celebrates as only he can.
48.
Well, a previous match nicked by Dennis Priestley. And there was usual Priestley poise on all the 3 darts.
140.
This much more fast out. Harry's thrown them in about 8 seconds, the 3.
96.
Yes, and he's standing way over to the right-hand side of the throwing marks, rather in the fashion of Peter Everson, who we'll be seeing later tonight. Deller stands much more square on.
100.
Just have a look at Robinson now. We'll see as Keith Deller loses the shot right on the right-hand corner of the offie.
Not back from
now he's moved across
off
there.
the deck when he releases.
Yes, that wouldn't satisfy the purists.
60.
Still, they're going pretty well where he intends. Jamie Harvey, always a popular buccaneering character here, signing autographs, and he's always available. These dart players always remember
83.
their roots, Sid. And they love their fans. That's why it's the sport of the people.
109.
And that is the first of the week, actually, for Robinson. And it leaves him a shot. And that's critical at this moment.
Well, we've had one or two good from Geordie Land.
40.
Tom Hunter, Ronnie Davis,
117.
Ronnie Tate.
And Deller responded well there. He's left himself a double, putting all the pressure on there, and Robinson could ill afford. Can only leave himself a double.
77.
And Deller's on double 19. Now, will he go or will he come across?
6.
Yes, he's got 6.
Double
and now
16.
Double 16.
Yes, the first set.
Shows the right
Keith
option.
Deller.
Deller took a chance. His wife Kim there is delighted. First set to the Deller fella. Things are getting better for Keithy. 1 up. We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back.
There is one thing that I would die for. It's when you say my life is in your hands. 'Cause when you're near me, your love is all I need. Now I can't imagine what you want from me.
Whatever your night at the circus is, whatever your favourite night is, this could be one of the great nights of World Arts. We've already had a belter, Dennis Priestley, taking out just Peter Manley. But Keith Deller and Harry Robinson could be a blinder. Then we've got Taylor and Burgess and Harrington and Evison. Dave, you said they'd have to up these.
Second
doing
set.
it.
First
Yes, you can
leg,
see there before
Harry
this
to
match,
throw
Deller
first.
was back at
Game on,
80.56. Now he's up to 4 points, and Harry Robinson's really increases from 78.65 up to 89.81. But is Deller in front?
97.
And well, Deller will be happy with that percentage. 40, anything above 40% is satisfactory. 25% for Harry Robinson. He's had 3 darts at a double, which he's missed. So that he'll be anxious just to shade that up. Although it must be said that one of those, or rather 2 of those misses for the double didn't really matter because he won the leg anyway.
Someone could suggest,
96.
in theory, that Harry's potential, a brilliant player from his early teens in the Whitley area, and flourished last night, beat Werner 3-zip, will be tested by
41.
Deller's experience. So it could cook him into a perler, even though Deller's got the first set.
Well, you can see
34.
he's just infinitesimally off the target so far. Just the wrong side of the wire.
Well, I would suggest that's got something to do with this style. We can see in a minute, Dave, that
59.
I think that if you're about 16 stone like this lad is, there's Deller's See, there's a very high apex in that. If there's anything wrong with Harry's release, if he's off balance, then they're going to miss by half an inch, like he's doing at the moment. So if we stay on this widest shot, you can see Dallas comes off, his back foot comes off about an inch off the deck, but just it's a little snidge off. But Harry, bigger lads, the fulcrum of the pitch is on your front foot. See, that is bound to transmit to the throwing arm.
140. 60.
Well, neither player has by
60.
any stretch
Double
achieved
eight.
his peak yet. Robinson on 76. 25 would leave 36. Now double 8 came for treble 15, 60. That's a good shot. Readjusted perfectly there. The first throw went astray, but he realigned himself with great professional skill there.
Second leg.
First leg
James the throw
to Robinson
first. Game
with
on.
the throw. Now Deller, he has the darts. This is the start of the second leg.
60.
There, Robinson knew this was going to be no cruise. So
93.
he's been very cool, took advice from Tommy Cox of the PDC, one of his former star player in the Northeast. Tommy Cox now runs a PDC, his tournament organiser. Said, take it
81.
cool against Warner, and it worked. So one have gone to Harry's head that he's got to the last 8. He wants to be there on Sunday in the final.
Yes, he managed to melt the Iceman Warner, and if he could achieve that kind of pressure
78.
on Deller, we have known Deller just to crack a little in those circumstances. If Keith Deller if he wins this set, he's a great front runner, Sid. His confidence grows and he takes some catching.
81.
There are several players. John Lowe was always a better player from the front than from the back, although we've seen him come back. But Deller likes to be ahead. It gives him confidence. It's worth just about a leg a set to him.
Yep. Harry looking
100.
pretty cool around the 60 now. Yeah, he used to be one of the lads in the second row who practiced the tricks that maybe you shouldn't practice. Don't have a shave. Use your knee instead of your arm, so all that bit.
But he still has his own ears, though, Sid, doesn't he?
Ain't bad shape either. Some of these lot might lose it before the night's out.
Well, might lose their boots.
59. Harry require 170.
Well, now this is the top shot. We've seen it once from Peter Everson on later tonight, but you can see Harry Robinson is almost the length of the M25 away.
85.
And coming up in a minute is these two diced it out here for a place in the last 4. There will be the greatest darts player who ever stood on a hot green, and Elvis Sutton drew breath.
Harry
For my
require
money,
85.
Phil Taylor, who's been to make it 6 times world champion. Up next against Shane Burgess.
45.
Well, Robinson was gambling that Deller can't finish on 137. He can't now.
57.
Now, this is an important leg for Harry Robinson
require 40.
to take it against the throw to go 2 up in this second set.
2 10s.
20. Keith require
Has
80.
let Deller in with an opportunity, and he'll be really looking to hold his throw. Now then, double top for the leg with the throw, squares it up, and well, Robinson had his chance there. 2 darts and a double.
Third leg, Harry to throw first. Game on.
Sid is king.
I'm sorry, kid, I'm a Republican.
Who would argue? Certainly a king of entertainment.
$60.
Well, we've got a fair old Yorkshire horde in here tonight, Sid, and Dennis Priestley has delivered the goods, and of course just up the road tomorrow there's another big batch of Yorkshiremen supporting the Minnows in the Cup for Emily
60.
at West Ham, which is what, just up the A13 from us. So there we go. Is it going to be Yorkshire's weekend in the East End of London? Who can say?
96.
Good mark. Can't find the adjustment there at the moment.
24. 100.
Well, the Mad Hatters are here. And here's Robinson, and he really does ping them home, doesn't he? And he pings them home very, very accurately.
100.
That's his second.
Della took the first set. And the second.
45.
And that maximum really hurt Keith Deller.
Yeah, it's maybe the fact that the balance of the back foot being off the deck doesn't hurt Harry Styles so much, because he's actually thrown them so hard the dart doesn't weep. Our flight cam shows distinctively what happens to the dart 2 feet from the board. It enters a weep trajectory. If you throw them harder,
Harry, you require 101.
You cut the dip.
And 101 for 2-1. 82 now remaining. Went for the ball to leave double 16, gets to 17.
61.
Still went back for 25. Good thinking, leaves him double top. Deller desperately needs 118. He's had a couple of ton finishes here. Oh, that's disastrous. That's disastrous.
78.
Tops then.
Harry, you require 40.
To get back in this match, surely does with a vengeance. It's Tops for 2-1, set 2.
Mile away. That's better.
Third leg, Harry Robinson. Fourth leg, Keys to throw.
Well, here is the shot. The first dart was a long way off, but that one was pretty well spot on. And Keith Deller, who needed 118, did the hard work, got the treble 20, and missed the big 18, and that really was calamitous. Show him who's chief. I'm not sure of the connotation of that one, Sid. Is he an Indian?
No, I think
or has he got reservations?
I think it's Nordic blank verse.
Nordic.
Blank verse, it means that you invert the rhyme. So
60.
Keith rhymes with Keith.
Ah, you may
See
have
the
it.
Nordics are in
There
fourth,
it-
yeah.
Yes, right. Well, we do get some lovely loonies in our darts crowds. You remember here, Sid, we once had a nun with a pint and a cigarette on?
58.
A striking Viking.
97.
Yeah, and we've even got a Norwegian witch here. Brought her own broomstick. That's a big factor in British sport now, though. If you're watching in America, we're part of the action. We don't just go and support. We become part of the action.
121.
Tell us right, Kim.
Concern for Kim here because Keith could well lose this set with this leg.
92.
Not far off the treble 18 there.
$68. Harry, you require 112.
112 then for Harry Robinson and the second set.
38.
And Keith Deller
Keith
must pull out a
require
big finish here. 134 already this week. He's scored 138, so it's within his range.
Leaves Tops, but
94.
good chance for Harry
Harry
then. Pull it,
requires
11 it
74.
sets. He won 16. Tops for the set.
34. Keith, you require 40.
So Deller to claw back. Yes.
A shot on the full
All
flag.
square.
Keith Deller.
Robinson with the darts in this decider. And this is a critically important early leg.
leg,
Let's
Harry
watch
to
Deller
throw first.
hit this double top, spreading chalk
Game
all
on,
over
please.
the board, as is his way, his trademark. But now, if Deller can win this leg, he will go in 2 up. But Robinson needs to win. It's such a
99.
difference going in all square with 2 legs to go down, even over the 7-set distance. It's a big
And then, if
deficit
you're a
to
brave
pull
man
back.
to put a bet on Harry, if he's 2-zip down
51.
against Deller's experience,
Absolutely. Because Keith would then just dig in, hold on to his sets with the darts, and it would be good night, nurse.
96.
Room for certainly another one in there, and the treble, yes.
121.
keeping on his tail end, letting Harry know he's in the game here. Over 1,000 people, as they've said, lovable nutters to a man, woman and child. Loving the tops in world darts.
100.
Yes, this is the pulse beat of working class sport.
60.
Robinson steaming on.
100.
Down at a shot. Deller really urgently requires ton 40.
Yeah, put the pressure on.
Well, ton 40 really. He's not going to get it.
100. Harry require 106.
Long way off, treble 18.
58.
Now this is where Deller really has got to find a big score and apply some pressure on that 48 shot. And that's not a very heartening start.
Know that.
39.
Ducking and diving
Harry
there.
require 48.
Well, you have to say that Robinson can only throw this one away at this point. 48 he requires. And now, double 16. Yeah!
They're saying wicket beer, Andy Knowlston. Robinson Fultz level 1 set each. Are we cooking up yet another belter on this brill night of World Darts? The Circus Tavern.
Welcome back live to quarter-final night here at the Circus Tavern in Purfleet. It's quarter-final night, but there's no quarter given up there on stage, and this man, Harry Robinson, has upped his game. He's won the second set of his match against Keith Deller. Here's Deller, won comfortably enough 3-1 in the first set, but seemed to go off the pace as we see him in flight cam.
Keith to throw first.
And now it's Deller,
Game on,
who
please.
will be most anxious to hit an explosive platform and spurt away here, because all the signs said were that Robinson was the man who actually was upping the pace.
Yeah. We've even got the Chelsea set in here.
100.
Best 7 sets. It's 1 set each.
60.
Experience of Deller could make a difference. Well, I wonder if he's got trousers.
99.
Well, it may well be Keith by the skin of his teeth. It's certainly going to be a close call.
100. Thank you.
Yeah, potential realised when he was about 16. Harry won the Whitley Place singles. And he could progress any further. What an amazing achievement. First ever time in the World Championships. He could get to the last 4. But Deller has other ideas.
Well, he's left himself a bogey 162 here, Robinson, so Keith Deller knows he's going to be back at 116. Yes,
81.
leaves him 81.
Keith require 116.
And so Dello knows there's some urgency about trying to put together this 116.
60.
That simply isn't good enough. 60 needs to be getting tons.
Treble 19. Unlucky. Treble 14 he wants now. On the wire.
41. Keith require 56.
Well, he's back in for 56, Keith Deller. 16 tops and
Tops. Badly pulled. Double 10.
Game shot in the first leg. Keith Deller. Second leg. Harry to throw first. Game on, please.
so Robinson with the darts to try and level up the third set, and I think rather like in tennis, Sid, Keith Waddell is having trouble. He's having to work hard to save his serve, to save the darts, whereas he'd be much happier if he was winning his legs with the darts with a ton or so to spare.
Yep, Della, I think, is not as comfy as we've seen him. And Harry, we talked earlier in the first game me and John Gwynn about the professional dart is the guy who every 3 gets 1 on the 60. And I've got to say at the moment, Harry looking more reliable to get 1 on the 60 in this scoring phase.
58.
So Della trying to pull back with 140 points here.
81.
It's a great chance here for Harry then, I think. 309 plays 379, and this to put some air between him and Della. Unlucky on the treble 19.
93.
So he's got him off his back.
96.
$60 would make life very interesting, would mean he'd be at the double first.
100.
Means Harry is almost certainly going to get a shot at a double first to bring it level. 1 set each. Third set.
Well, it certainly isn't vintage Keith Deller at this point. He's right off his game, and this is a very real opportunity for Robinson to step up.
Lost the line. Treble 17 now.
76.
Even tops.
Deller is in trouble.
Right then, pull it level. Tops.
89. Harry require 40.
Deller on a 3 darter, so a little bit of pressure. Badly pulled that. Double 10. Double 7.
He doesn't like that one very much. Very few players do, but it's all the same area of target. Well, there it is. He readjusted, took his time. But you see, that's the difference. That Harry Robinson won that leg with the dart, with Deller resting way back on 100. So he had time and comfort. And you'll see this double set. We don't see it that often, but it made no difference to Harry Robinson. And he's on the off.
84.
Harry's on the off.
And that is Harry Robinson's third maximum 180. This is just the third set. He's hit 1 every set, and considering he hadn't hit 1 up until then in the competition, that's
100.
just how much his game has come along. He's getting better with every match, Sid.
That's his first appearance in the World Championship, in any World Championship. So to take the scalp of the 1983 World Champion,
100.
quite a thing.
Well, he already has Alan Warner's hanging on his belt, and that's no mean achievement. So he can claim to be a considerable giant killer, a bit of a giant himself. So he's well matched and prepared
100.
for that kind of activity.
I think he's slowed down slightly from how he started.
24.
Well, that's let Deller back in. Deller will walk on over this fellow. Well, that's an optimist. It's certainly not the case at the moment. He's having to work hard to stay in there
60.
on terms.
Well,
45.
when Harry gets in the 60 first darts, plenty of room round him.
Good shot this would be. Not a possibility now. 157. Got to come out now. Treble 19.
99. Harry, you require 152.
152 for Harry Robinson. Out of range now.
60.
Yeah, he's reaching for it.
Keith,
His
you
rhythm,
require
Robinson, not
58.
too good on the 60 scoring.
58. Single 18 double top.
Tops.
Hey, shot in the third leg. Keith Deller. Fourth leg, Harry to throw first.
So the legs going with the darts.
137.
Looking to save set 3 as Harry. Keith doesn't like the lie, tries the cover, misses. Oh,
29.
mess. Hey, mess.
Yes, that picture told its own story.
See, they're such thin barrel darts, he lands them
100.
horizontal with the floor. So there's loads of room like Taylor's to get them in.
Well, they're short as well too, Sid, aren't they? They're tiny little points. And we've had this debate so often, and you can see the chalk there which Deller spreads about, scattering seeds in the springtime. You can see the treble, around the treble of 20 is clearly marked with white chalk, which some players find distractive. Already we've had one of his opponents asked to move the board around in between sets.
137.
I think it was Mick Manning last night.
So Harry is striving to save the third set. Say 60 scoring
100.
is that of a professional. 1 per set of 3 is what you need.
Squared it up.
Harry, you
But now
require
84 for Harry Robinson to level up this set. Oh, 34.
Gay shot.
Well, that's
And
a
the
That's a amazing shot.
Harry Robinson.
Remarkable shot. Most players on 84 would go treble 20, double 12.
Fifth
He
leg,
went
Keith,
full double
front
17.
row.
It's so rarely we
Aim
see
on.
double 17. That's the joy of this game. So we learn something, we see something different every night, every day.
84.
Eric Bristow, I'll miss with the spotting on this, completely bamboozled like we are. But if they go in, good thing.
59.
No, he missed the ball. Would have got 25 and left 19 and tops.
But now, again, this becomes an ultra critical leg to go into the lead.
83.
Keith Deller knows most of the pressure is on him because he has to throw. If he's not going to win the sets when he has the darts, then he really has a problem on his hands.
He's risking this one. That was a real risky dart. The bed was blocked. Well, the Mad Hatters are here, but they're not at a tea party.
60.
Yes, Keith has a wry nod there. He knows he really should have hit the treble with at least one of those last 3 darts.
60.
But equals itself up. Harry missing the treble. So if he could keep them there, another one in there, and he'll get to the double easily first.
81.
Started very promisingly there with plenty of room, but then it just drifted away and ended up with 21 from the last 2 darts. He's still in front, Deller, but by no means dominating.
Yeah,
And he's no longer in front now.
great darts.
It's got to come out. Good shooting.
Great shot, lads. So Harry's got the pressure that this needs 140. The flight's in the way. Oh.
So now Keith Deller, 56-16. First dart, yes, now 2 darts, a double top for the set. That could be the marker.
36. Harry require 122.
Robinson may look exclusively on 18s here. 122.
Yeah. Wants 18. Wants the ball to go ahead. 2-1 in sets.
76.
Well, that's a long way away, right out of our picture even. But so Deller again,
20.
and now he knows he's got to hit it. Double 5. Disaster.
No
Blew
score.
it.
Harry require
4 darts he's had to win
So
this.
Lord, it is big, one of the biggest crowds we've ever had. The over 1,000 people
Thank you.
egging on the new lad. First time in the World Championship. This is his chance to shine, to go ahead. He wants double 18. Double 9.
28.
Oof. It is nail biting. Look at the agony of the crowd.
20.
Keith Deller has had 4 darts at a double to win the set. Now, double 10 again. Yes! He fists at the crowd. They're saying, come on, but Deller is the man who'll be relieved. He just edged that 3rd set. He's 2-1 up. Can he continue this run, or can Harry come back at him and make this a real match? There's Deller. There's the concentration. There's the shot. We're going to take a break, so are they, but we're going to be back in just a couple of minutes. You're live at the Circus Tavern for the second quarter-final of this magical night of darts here, where Keith Deller has just shaded ahead by 2 sets to 1 against Harry Robinson, the new boy on the block with the darts here. And Sid, Keith will surely agree he's a little bit lucky to be ahead because Robinson had 1 dart to win the second set and lost it. He had 3 darts to win the third set and lost it. So Keith has taken his chances, but my word, he's making heavy weather of it.
And if Keith's mum's watching
100.
down in Ipswich, have a nip of sherry, love. Just sit down and relax. He's living dangerous, but the lad is still living.
And prospering, it must be said, because now Robinson is 2-1 down and he's got a chase. He can ill afford to go another set behind. Keith would have the darts in the 5th set. And at least Deller is defending the legs
66.
which he has the first throw.
Yeah.
We've now reached the point of this game, Sid, where if one player or the other could just hit turbocharge and produce an electric burst, it could wrap up the game.
Well, that's what we had
60.
in the last one.
Absolutely.
Manley's scoring power nearly did for Dennis Priestley, and his double in, but Dennis's scoring power really. Dennis had 1180. Dennis really powered through at the end, but it was very close.
100.
You're right. I can't see anybody's dominance here because Keith's experience should maybe snidge it, but Harry is hitting 60s regularly. Get tons normally.
97.
Yes, but remember, of course, Phil Taylor and the likes are hitting ton 40s. This is the magic plus factor in darts, the ability to find another gear in athletics terms, the double kicks in. Well, Keith will be disappointed about that. And Robinson in with a real chance on 100, but now 99 still needs 3 darts, unable to check with these 2.
40.
Well, Deller's
Keith
hit
require
a 138 this week, so 135 should hold no fears, but you see he's even missed the 25, which would have left for 110, and a 2 dart kill.
59. Harry requires 60.
20 in tops. Tops. Number 10.
Game shot in the first leg. Harry Robinson. Second leg, Keith to throw first. Game on, please.
Well, I can still see this one going quite a long way. Harry, I like how was a star at the age of 16.
100
singles, had 5 years off to play rugby. He's now in his late 20s. But I'm not sure he's got the talent or the
92.
experience yet to sustain the ton 40 scoring that gives the great stand. Extra gear that Dave just mentioned. And Della's consistency
41.
has never been his strong point.
Well, we've developed into a slogging match now. See, it's the last 6 legs have all gone with a throw.
Yeah.
It does really need one player or the other to find
100.
something extra. It's going to make all the difference. Let's look at the flight cam.
Della putting more finger work into it and a higher trajectory.
4 gram
60.
difference in weight. Della's darts are 4 grams lighter and much smaller. They're almost blowpipe darts.
Well, here's a jungle out there, folks.
61.
You can
See, there's that hooked finger, the back finger controlling the direction.
$95.
Just for a place in the last 4. Just to remind you, when you thought you could take your breath. Next on the hockey, Phil Taylor, 5 times world champion, looking to make it 6 against Shane Burgess. There should be some fights.
98.
And Rod Harrington will play Peter Everson, and that's too close for even a smallmouth Geordie to call.
Yes, and Phil Taylor still hasn't lost a set. In fact, I think he's only lost about 3 or 4 legs.
131. Harry, you require 150. $41.
Zeller on 74
Peter requires 74.
to win the leg with the darts. 74 now. Single 20 for double tops, of course.
Tops.
34. Harry, you require 109.
109. Yes, no. 17 would leave 32. Yes, no, he may be regretting. Surely he must have known that shot. Said he took so much time that it just seemed to throw him off balance.
69.
That's an escape for Della.
Keith, you require
Robinson wasted the
40.
dart there, and it could be a critical dart.
Yeah.
Here's Keith Della looking at double 20.
Keep on his tail with double 10. Sorry.
Game shot in the second leg. Keith Della.
Well, again, you see there is lovely
Third
Mrs.
leg,
Della.
Harry to throw
Keith
first.
looks pensive. He
Game on,
knows
please.
that once again, who was it said in darts? He's got the bluebird on his shoulder tonight. The breaks are going for him
65.
because Harry Robinson really should have had a dart at a double there.
There is, I think, Harry, it's all to do with balance. Harry sometimes seems to lose balance on his scoring shot at the 60.
120.
Now, I don't know if that's something to do with the back foot wobbling about a bit, or that he seems to jerk his chin at the same time. So he seems to be more reliable below the ball.
92.
And talking about style, stick around to watch the next man on, Shane Burgess against Phil Taylor, because he has the craziest
120.
release style the world of darts has ever seen. He's a fair player.
There's a Della Camp on the balcony.
Keith is in a fair position now, and at least he was until that dart, to win this leg against the throw, and that would give him encouragement.
First of 4 wins, gets into the last 4.
57.
Wasn't a good throw there, just when he had a chance to get a stranglehold on this particular leg.
Total contrast to the game before, where Dennis had 8-minute surges of
56.
high scoring. Then Manley, with his spring onion darts, his big bulbous ends, was hitting scoring fantastically, particularly on his doubles.
55.
So it was a game that you could read, i.e. because it was played in surges. There were phases in it. This is Totally unpredictable.
It's a slugging match.
100. Keith, you require 149.
Well, 149 is a possibility. It is now. Treble 19. 32 would be a terrific finish.
133.
But
Harry
Robinson is on a 2-dot now. 60. What's 18? Oh.
He's got it once.
Double 7.
He's got it once.
74.
But not this time. So, Keith, this is a big double to break the throw. Keith Deller, double 8. Now double 4. Yes, he has done it. He's just chipping away now. He just has to hold his throw here. There it is. Clawing it out.
Game on, please.
So Keith Deller going for a bit of relief.
58.
He's looking to go 3 sets to 1 up in this leg against the giant Jody.
And this boy, though, is a real brawler.
136.
He's used to having it rough in the scrum, in the middle row and the back row, and he's having to get a real grip here, as he did in his rugby days.
41.
And look at that. I mean, Deller, when he has the chance, just seems to lose his way, and Robinson does not look gifts askance.
99.
Oh, given the pressure he's under, he's found in a totally professional leg here as Harry.
$100.
But you see there, Harry Robinson is still, what, 40 on plus these.
Good time to find the red bit, son. And again.
140.
Well, he's hit a maximum in every set so far, Harry Robinson. And Deller has yet to find the maximum of those.
Well, as I said, for a lad who's new to the ranks, or a boy genius, he is certainly playing highly professional darts, Harry. And his debut in the World Championship.
126. And Robinson must surely come for 90s. It doesn't look like he will. He's taking a chance, and you see now he has blown it. And that's why you shouldn't go for 20s on 126, because you get a single, you haven't got a 2-dart finish. You get a single 19, you've got a 2-dart finish on treble and the bull.
Deller's got to pressure the shot.
Mind you, Deller's a long way back,
59.
so Robinson could afford to gamble.
Harry requires 32.
Man should still win the leg from here.
Double 16. Lots of room. South.
Game shot on the full flag. Harry Robinson.
Just when Deller had gained the advantage, he has
Fifth
lost
leg.
that leg with
Harry
the throw,
to
and
throw
Robinson
first.
has the throw again. That's how he won it.
Game on, please.
Robinson now must defend his throw to level it up in sets.
Very impressive leg that by
Yeah.
Robinson.
It was.
Could have turned things around a bit.
81.
And Deller must really start weaving some magic here.
$100. $60.
Only 60.
Another chance for Deller to get.
81.
Oh, that last dart saved his skin there.
Crowd loving it. Great adjustment.
81.
Well, the crowd, I think, should appreciate just what a close call this is, and what it's a real tooth and claw battle.
59.
Hardly a classic, but tight.
58.
Yeah, Deller never been known as highly sustained pressure player, being capable of flashes rather than relentless
100.
style we see from Taylor.
And once again, his third dart was the face saver. Left himself a shot. And Robinson should do similarly here.
There's no trouble in this sequence, so he's in bother.
But Keith has just nicked the throw at a critical moment, an important
Keith
moment.
require
They're both on
161.
161. Yes, now, treble 17. He's taking his chance that
95.
Robinson won't hit this 161,
Harry
which is
also
a pretty
require
a fair bet now. Robinson, 161. Oh,
A mile away from the 60. Needs a treble to pressure the shot.
57. Keith
so
requires
66, and Robinson still needs in excess of 100.
It's 20. Top.
Please for that. Some reaction.
Keith Deller.
Deller steals it with a 10 plus finish. Double 16 it was. Heath has now daylight. He is 3-1 in sets. He's absolutely having to grind it out, but Sid, he goes into the break with daylight.
And his brother shouted out, got mixed up, come on, my son! Bedlam in the Della family, Della 3-1 up. One more would do.
God had a name. What would it be, and would you call it to his face? If you were faced with him in all his glory, what would you ask if you had just one question?
Well, the sky is the limit in entertainment in darts. Take 5 of the World Championship, and Keith Deller showing the emotion
This
of
set.
going
First
3-1
leg.
up with sets
Piece the trophy.
in a match that could take him
Game on,
into the
please.
last 4.
Yes, and Deller now has the darts, and he really has a little bit of daylight
60.
between him and this gritty opponent. There is Mrs. Kim Deller. She knows, as he knows, he just needs this set with the throw. And Sid, just looking back, Keith Deller
99.
has won the first and third set. Every time he's had the darts, he's ground in there and held it. It hasn't been easy. He's had to really work hard. It's been a muck and nettles performance, hasn't it?
I can say that again, David. There's his brother.
You can probably notice, in fact, they have moved the board around. We did mention that Keith uses so much chalk. He must have really used half the Sussex Downs by now, but they've moved the board around, and it's an interesting point that's being made that he plays pretty good when he's got a nice, clean, virginal board. It's only when he starts spreading chalk around that he starts to go to pieces, but that might just be the omen he needs. But Harry Robinson is a fighter.
100. Keith require 161.
Well, he wants 161, but he knows Robinson can't finish, so he'll now be happy just to square it up and leave himself a shot. And he has a problem now, but does well with the
77.
third dart. Looking more confident. 84, Harry Robinson, languishing. 204.
Yeah, desperate need of a treble here.
55.
Right out.
Keith require 84.
For the first time, we're seeing some real anguish from Robinson in his body language. And if Keith now looking at double 12, and that will do his confidence no harm at all. At 84, he went the conventional way. He saw Robinson go bull, double 17, but no trouble at all for Deller. That's a convincing win in that opening leg of the fifth.
And you sense that despite that mask, I don't mean the Jim Carrey kind, I mean more the Boris Karloff kind, Deller, I think, could well relax
84.
a little bit and let his experience take him through what could be.
He knows
the last set.
He's been grinding out wins in the legs when he has the darts, and he knows that's all he has to do
43.
here now.
And there's Lisa, Harry's lady, his fiancée, come down from Cumbria.
to see.
The big one on the end.
40.
Possibly of a bit tense as a tick.
Well, Keith
95.
playing the board and not doing it too badly either.
Della takes the set. He's in the last fall.
And I think that's, just as my memory serves me right, Sid, that's as far as he's ever gone in the Skull, or indeed the PDC World Championships.
It is.
Keith has always been a fine competitor, sporting competitor, but I can't recall him making the semis before. Maybe we're being a bit previous here.
58.
Still a lot of work to do, and Robinson, as we've seen, is an infighter.
Well, his 60 scoring's deserted him. He's been getting one in generally for 80% of this game.
$85. Harry, you require 170.
And Robinson really just must settle down and concentrate on his finishing here to take this leg. .54 was a good dart.
57. $100. Harry, you require 60.
To pull level and a set, he's going to win. 20. Oh. 15. Tops he wants.
20.
Well, so Della did well, got to blow it.
Yes, and you remember that Robinson wasted a dart once before at this stage. That's unlucky.
Unlucky.
Well, now then. 13 to leave 32, yes, and he's now just hoping that Robinson's finishing power deserts him on double top. No, it hasn't.
Shot in the second leg. Harry Robinson. Third leg. Keith,
and here is that double sailing in. Well, Robinson doesn't look exactly enraptured with life, because Della, being the ultimate pro, whatever else, knows he's just got to anchor this third leg in the fifth with the throw, and that will see him through.
Yeah, I think that's where the professional comes in. I think Della knows how to control his temperament. I'm not saying that Harry doesn't. It's just that Harry's here.
99.
He's got this far. He hasn't been back in top darts for that long since his rugby career. So you'd put your money just on Della's experience. Snidge in this.
Yes, that's two successive ton 40s, and now he is hitting the accelerator.
Yeah, and the mode, always paradoxical, because the mode is only described as put yourself under stress but relax. There ain't no pills to handle that. This is relaxation under pressure. Just do what you have to do. Don't try too hard.
Clever thinking. Keith really is on top of his game now. He saw there that the line to the treble 20 was blocked, so came and got the treble 19, playing an ultimately professional leg here.
81.
124, just as long as he gets his finishing act together. He'll just be a leg away from the semis, and that's the first time, I'm sure, he's reached that stage in this terrific competition.
78.
And Della really has his own destiny in his own hands here, because if he misses this now with Robinson, who I would think is going to certainly have something like 144 to shoot at next throw, which is a tall order.
100. Keith, you require 46.
46 then for Della. And a 2-1 lead.
Leg away from the match, double 16. Opponent on a biggish 3-darter.
Game.
So you can see it there, the epitome of what Keith Taylor saying he relaxed into success.
I think that was 15 darts, so just thinking back. And with the throw, he never really gave Robinson. That's what he's got to do in the legs where he has the dart. He's got to leave his opponent back on 140, 150. And now this
41.
Is a critical leg for Harry Robinson. He's performed bravely, but he did miss those doubles. He missed a double for the second set. He missed 3 doubles for the third set. And that left Deller in, but Deller there
21.
for those first 2 darts. Well, he won't keep that in his video library.
So Harry, like a twig ass, when the boots start sliding backwards on the grass, because the South Africans are pushing you, we'll have to try and handle this.
Well, Keith has had 2 pretty ordinary scores, but he's still only 15 behind, and Harry got to hit the treble, and you're right, sitting in there for the best view in the land.
43.
And you can see that. Look at that expression. Come on, he says. He knows he's not doing enough. If Deller just again hits turbocharge, it could surge him past the winning post.
45.
And that's again mediocre. Yes, it's agony for Kim.
I don't think Harry's consistency around the 60 has been up to the task here.
Well, as I said, in all fairness, Robinson should have murdered Keith Deller in this leg, because Keith has had some dreadful scores.
In the leg, but over the match.
Oh,
63.
Last a face saver.
Yeah, your best goal. Well, your second best, your third best. However you play it, or however you knock about with. Good place to be, the darts.
Well, it might not be heaven, but we're quite close to it with Sky.
Now, what was it Mark Kayam said? A bucket of Scouse, a pint of lager, and watching a great darts game. Something like that.
Yeah, that was the pub called the Omar Khayyam in the Newcastle High Street.
45.
Well, yes, Keith has got 6 darts. He's left a bogey number, and really is all going for Deller.
Great shot, the third one particularly.
He's come away from treble 20s. He's been hitting 19s and 18s. It's just given him the edge here. And brave though Harry Robinson has tried, it's looking a little ominous for him now.
It's like 50.
It was like offering to sharpen the axe.
Good shot in the match.
The Gallows goes Doolally down there. Bit emotional up there as well. Harry
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
and Keith. Harry shows some professional doing in his scoring as Keith's brother. Straight out of St. Trinians. Della does it against Robinson.
Yes, Keith Deller acknowledges his theme music. Things can only get better, and he will agree they've got to get better. That wasn't his most impressive performance. He ground up the line. Harry Robinson performed nobly. He's a welcome addition in the big time in this World Championship. He hasn't disgraced himself. Now Deller can celebrate, but he knows things have got to get better in the semi.
Harry Robinson and Mr. Keith Deller.
Well, the entertainment has just started, folks, here on Sky. The man favourite of that trophy, Phil Taylor, can take for the 6th time a world record. Takes on the British Bulldog, Shane Burgess, who I think's got the potential